The Steelers go on the road, keep their slim playoff hopes alive. 17-10 win over the Baltimore Ravens, their arch rival. Mason Rudolph has been playing unbelievable, 18-20 passing for 152 yards, 1 touchdown, no interception, but it's kind of bittersweet. They did lose TJ Watt to injury.
I saw that.
He left.
I think it's an MCL sprain.
They say it's an possible MCL, possible grade 3, which would make it very, very unlikely for him to play next week. Now, I mean, I'm sure he might want to try to. He would probably put a brace on it, Ocho. But as a guy that's bendy, who needs all that flexion to be able to bend and to twist, it's going to be. It might be a bit much to ask. But like I said, they do have a slim. If the Jags lose or the Bills lose,
right. What if it's a grade 1? What if it's grade 1 MCL?
Well, if it's grade 1, there's a chance he could put a brace on it and play.
Okay.
But you're still asking an awful lot for the simple fact of the position that he's playing and what you're asking, because you're asking him to be all that twitchy, twisting, and do it, dipping.
Right.
So you're asking, that's not like just a regular offensive lineman. It's an offensive lineman. You put a brace on because, you straight ahead and, you sitting and catching. It's hard. I'm not trying to minimize anybody with an injury.
Right.
But when you play in the way that he plays, it's going to be tough. But they did win. Mike Tomlin kept Mason Rudolph as the starter, even though Kenny Pickett was deemed healthy after the ankle injury, and rightfully so. Kenny Pickett has been playing. Excuse me.
Yeah, you got to stay with the hot hand. You got to stay with the hot hand.
Ride it.
Always.
Ride it.
You got to.
Ride it. 3-0. So what'd you take? What'd you like about the Steelers? What'd you see?
Listen, the running game. It was the weather was horrible. The weather was horrible.
Yes.
Obviously, it's a divisional game, so you already know with the weather the way it was. You know they were gonna run the ball down their throat. Najee ran the ball, went crazy. The Ravens had some success a little bit. They even had some success through the air. They had some success through the air, but come hell or high water, obviously the Steelers did a hell of a goddamn job running the ball. What I was really proud to see tonight, the fact that the Steelers were winning, and my brother George Pickens was very patient. He stayed in the game. He stayed focused. He contributed. He blocked, even though he wasn't a part of the passing game, and he kept his poise.
Ocho.
Yes, sir.
It's tough to be in a game like that. You're cold. You're wet. They're not even attempt to throw you the ball, and you know what's at stake. The last thing you want to do is throw your helmet, show frustration, miss a block with a chance to get. The fans might have ran him up out of there. Forget the Steelers. The fans might have ran him up out of there.
Yeah,
in a situation like this,
right?
You miss a block.
Yeah,
go ahead.
Yeah, I think he was content because the past 2 weeks he went crazy.
Yes,
I'm talking about just not no. I'm talking about crazy. So okay, you know what? I can have a game off and let Deontay Johnson. The balls went his way. He made the plays that he needed to make. He had one for 71. He broke out. You know what? It's cool.
They needed that.
It's cool.
They needed that. Yeah. And you mentioned Najee Harris started his career 3 straight 1,000-yard rush seasons. The first guy to do that since Washington. What's the running back?
Washington. Which Washington?
Washington football team.
Clint Portis.
No, not Portis. He played with Shanahan in that West Coast system. He was Alfred Morris.
Okay.
Remember, he was the running back with RG3.
Right.
Yeah, and had RG3. I mean, he had over 1,600 yards rushing as a rookie, but RG3 won the MVP. Excuse me, the offensive rookie of the year, and deservingly so. Right. So he's the first guy to start his career with 3 straight 1,000-yard rush seasons since Alfred Morris did it, and I think 2012. 12, 13, 14, if I'm not mistaken. And so give the Pittsburgh Steelers credit. Defense got at them. Great chance that TJ Watt will lead the league in sacks again. He had 2, and he was leading. He was tied for the league coming into the game.
17
he has
with Trey Hendrickson.
Yeah, he has 19 now. I'm sure Henderson would love to have that title to be the NFL sack leader for a season. That says something. It's just like being the rush leader, the reception leader, the pass leader, the touchdown leader, interception leader, tackle leader, whatever the case may be.
Right. Yeah.
For 1 year, I had more of this than anybody else in the NFL.
That means a
lot.
lot.
So that's something that you would want. And I'm sorry to see TJ go down like that because it's friendly fire. He got kind of like bent back. His knee got bent back, and you could tell it was he's totally relaxed. Yeah. And then boom. And so Sorry about that, the Steelers. I know it's bittersweet, but you still have a slim playoff hope if the Jags lose or the Bills lose. I mean, think about this. The Bills could go from being the 2 seed all the way out of the playoffs.
Out of the playoffs. That's crazy.
They win, they're the 2 seed, they lose, they're out of the playoffs.
Listen, that's one of the worst things when it comes to playoff time. When it comes to playoff football, the worst feeling is having to rely on another team to win or lose to get you because you didn't handle your business the other 16 weeks. That's bad.
It is. It's tough. Maybe you send somebody. Oh, hold on. I'm trying to think. If I'm just, well, obviously the Steelers are going to be watching that game very closely in Tennessee.
Right. I mean, listen, I don't think Trevor Lawrence is going to play. I don't think he's going to play because the last time I think I might have seen it today. It might have said he was out when it went across the ticker. If I'm not mistaken, I think there's nothing wrong. It's Blaine Gabbert, right? That's the backup. Yeah.
No. I mean, CJ Beathard. Blaine Gabbert's in Kansas City.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, there's nothing wrong with CJ, but I'm just saying.
There's something wrong with him. He's the backup.
Yeah, I mean, they on the road.
Yeah,
and they're on the road, and you know the Titans want to finish their season
and he's very mistake prone, Ocho. That's what helped get him up out of San Francisco.
You know what happens with quarterbacks that are mistake prone? The playbook shrinks significantly because you can only do so much with them. You can only do so much because you don't want to put the ball in.
First of all, he's the backup. You go shrink the playbook anyway. Now, so if the playbook was like this and you got the backup and it comes to here, now he turns the ball over. Now here's the playbook like this.
Yeah.
And so now you got to lean heavily on ATN. Hopefully he's healthy. The guy's going to have to really step and make plays. Ingram is a very good tight end. Calvin Ridley, guys like that, they're going to have to step up and make plays. They're going to have to really, really play well to pick their quarterback up because they are on the road against Tennessee. And misery loves company. Hell, if I'm Tennessee, we ain't going to the playoff. Well, hell, we're going to knock y'all. I guarantee you, your playoff hopes die here today. Everybody dying today. Everybody. So when we get those hefty bags on Monday, guess who else gonna get a matching set of luggage? The Jacksonville Jags. Yep. Nope. Ain't nobody going. Ain't nobody going. You right. Y'all wouldn't let me drive the shit. Y'all wouldn't let me drive, so I'm gonna sink the damn boat. So that's how I'm looking at it. If I'm the Tennessee Titans, if we can't make the playoffs, everybody going home.
Everybody going home.
Everybody.
Meet y'all in Cancun. Cancun on 3.
Hey, man, you go. Hey, what y'all got? What you got going on Monday? What you got going on Tuesday? Because y'all ain't gonna be practicing. Y'all ain't gonna be practicing. Hey, I see y'all at the start of OTA or off-season conditioning, which starts probably like April. Yeah. Because y'all ain't got nothing to do until then. Because there ain't gonna be no playoffs. So I wish y'all the best. Hey, man, great season. Yeah, man, you too. All right, man, what you getting into? Hey, Ocho, that's how I'm thinking. That's my mindset. Oh, when we've got out of the playoffs, oh, you think, and you come in the playoffs and you think I'm trying. Oh, no, you're not going to do that. And so you could have your film said, oh, with a playoff stake on the line, such and such went to Denver. No, it's not going to happen. You're going home. I'm going home. You going home. Hey, everybody, let's get back together.